Hello, everybody. My name is Will.
And I'm Kristen.
And this is So I'm Watching the Sandman on Netflix, episode 1.
Sleep of the Just.
If you're new here, this is a spoiler show. We cover things episodically and we talk about them and we make jokes and it's our perspective and we like to have fun.
Also, neither of us have read one page of the Sandman comics.
We're very stupid and we're fine with it.
I wanted to... I'm really smart. I have an advanced degree. I really wanted to, but I found the only set that will do because it's aesthetically pleasing and it was like $400. So I couldn't throw down for that right now.
Although, if you would like to be able to help us throw down for that.
Yeah. So that is all basically to say that, like, I don't know what it's supposed to be. And I don't care. If the show is good, then I'm going to like it.
Am I in?
Oh, yeah. In.
Oh, my fucking God. I don't know what it is about Neil Gaiman. In spite of the fact that I have written a book, I am not much of a reader.
Yeah.
I'm a very visual person. And my writing of the book was from a place of necessity because I didn't have $100 million to make a Netflix show.
Yeah.
So I had to write it. So I have not read a lot of Neil Gaiman. But the adaptations of his I have seen have been fantastic. I love Stardust. American Gods was life-changing for me. Season 1.
Yeah.
Season 2 was bad. Season 3 was decent. And then it was canceled.
He's very good at storytelling.
He's so evocative and it pulls you in because like for a good 10 minutes, because I'm the kind of person that loves, that in theory loves fantasy and high fantasy, but I find a lot of it to be very rote and boring. And so, because we've covered a lot of fantasy shows and I'm constantly saying that I like fantasy, but that I'm not always loving their shows. And so there was like a 10-minute period where I was like, oh my God, is this going to be like, am I going to understand what's happening?
Oh, yeah.
It really eases you in. From the little bit of reading I've done, it is so far managing to please both book comic readers and new people.
Yeah.
And I'm going to, as of this point, credit the fact that Neil Gaiman is the showrunner.
Mm-hmm.
I think he knows what is important. I think as a storyteller himself, I think he knows how to pull new people in, but also he understands what the people who already are in are there for.
Yeah.
And there's a handful of lines, narration in this episode that I would venture to say are lifted straight from the text.
Probably. I would imagine also, yes. Yeah.
I'm so fucking in.
It's so good already.
Was almost immediate.
Yeah.
I'm the visuals, and it's just the perfect amount of artificial.
Sure. Yeah.
Do you know that thing?
Well, I mean, what is the like land of dreams or whatever supposed to look 100% real? No, it's supposed to be insane.
I just like we've come so far with technology, and audiences have become so sophisticated that you frequently see like fucking locals on the comment section be like, this CG so bad. And I'm like, as long as it's consistent.
I like that you called them locals. Fucking townies.
I'm like, as long as it's consistent,
right.
it's an aesthetic. It's a style. Like I literally saw some idiot talking about Sin City that was like, this looks terrible. And I'm like, that is a stylistic choice.
Also, talk about something that looks exactly like the comic book.
I myself am firmly on the record as finding an element of shitty CGI. I find it charming.
Sort of charming, yeah.
And it's just like, we were watching the opening scene and I was like, dragons, Pegasus, fucking griffins, like a pumpkin head. Yeah. I am aware. So we're pretty big fans of Constantine. And you've watched a whole bunch of Lucifer.
Yep.
I know technically they are based on this, but very, very loosely.
Well, Constantine, I mean, they are the characters. They just spun them out in a different direction. So, like,
is Constantine in this?
Yeah.
Oh,
but it's not him.
Oh,
and it's also, where'd she go? Jenna Coleman. So
she's Constantine?
Gender swap. Joanna.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh!
Yeah.
So I was watching this season on Sandman, and I was like, this is weird for a Netflix show. And part of me, like, I was like, give it to me. I need more.
Yeah.
But another part of me was like, let me just watch it. And I was like, there's like a human detective element. That feels weird. But now that I say that, Lucifer and Constantine, that sort of checks.
Also, Lucifer is
Gwendolyn Christie.
So
she looks amazing.
They all look amazing. Everybody looks amazing.
Okay.
So apparently it was discussed at one point that Tom Ellis was going to be Lucifer, but they didn't obviously go that way. But it was discussed.
For a hot second, I thought you were going to say Matt Reeves, and I almost...
No, but that would be amazing
I almost
as well.
expelled, like, onto the floor. So...
There's a couple gender-bent characters.
Which is amazing.
Which is great. I love it. I don't know really the difference, and I don't care. And I like all the people that are cast, so...
Tom Sturridge.
Yeah.
Is something. He looks fey.
Okay. Is that, I need someone who's seen him in something else. Is that his real voice?
Oh, it's amazing.
It's killing me. It's incredible.
He looks like he looks fey. I'm curious. I mean, I know people are skinny, so I'm sure people look like that. But there was a shot of him like standing.
I've heard of skinny people.
In theory.
I think they're real.
I haven't encountered them in the wild, but I am I was a little bummed at the lack of peepage, but it'll be fine.
Okay.
It'll be fine. It's fantasy.
I'm also not 100% sure that Dream
has
one. So it's fine.
I'm totally in. So to actually recap what we understand to be the story, we have Magus.
I don't like words like that where that's a hard G because he's like a mage. He is like a magic man.
They've said several things that I was like, I don't care for how you pronounce that because it's a helmet. And was that the book of...
helm is a real word.
Sure, but it's... Was it Magdalene?
Oh, that I'm not sure.
The grimoire, the words said Magdalene.
Oh, okay,
but
maybe.
It looked, they said it like they did not say Magdalene. And I just want to say Magnus, and it's Magus.
Magus sounds even worse.
If you're also new, I have a slight speech impediment, so buckle up. Always the right choice, Charles Dance. I fucking love Charles Dance.
He's great.
So he's a wannabe magician, or like some like
a mage.
Yeah, but he's meddling in powers far beyond his comprehension.
Because it's like very classic post World War I male butthurtitude because his son died in war and he just post World War I male butthurtitude.
That's a genre.
It fucking is a genre. So he basically is like, well, I need to, and then Bill Patterson as Dr. John Hathaway comes in, Fleabag's dad.
Okay.
He comes in, he has the book, and he's like, my son also died in the war. If I give you this book, you think you can like bring our sons back.
He was in the dream realm. Was that just to represent the fact that he was dreaming to show us?
Yes.
Okay.
Because he was dreaming in the
carriage. He's not like an agent.
No, he was dreaming in the carriage on the way to Charles Dance's house.
Okay.
And so he basically was like, yes, we're summoning one of these
They're trying to summon
gods.
death.
They're trying to summon death, which I think would have gone worse for them than what happened. But they accidentally summoned Dream by mistake.
Who was in the process of trying to confine the Corinthian.
Yeah.
Who is as hot as his eyes are teeth. That old adage.
It's true.
If two things are true.
Boyd Holbrook. Emma Roberts' baby daddy.
Ooh, Emma.
Yeah, you didn't know that?
She needs to be in this.
Yeah.
She can be bitch. The god of cunt.
The Endless's bitchy cousin. Anyway, yeah, so he basically is a nightmare.
Well, I was gonna say, it seemed like he got loose.
So he is a nightmare who has taken to working in the waking realm.
Fascinating.
Yeah. And so this basically Dream was trying to like pull him back. And as that was happening, Charles Dance and his like coven were doing the spell and summoned him instead.
Mm-hmm.
And so then fucking Corinthian had just like 106 years to run roughshod over the world.
Wild and out.
and eat other people's eyes with his eye teeth.
Is that what he's doing?
I don't know. He took the eyes away.
Well, now I want to see it. I didn't, but now. Even just like Neil Gaiman is amazing. Even just like the opening sentiment. I don't remember if it was exactly the line or what, but it was like people think dreams don't matter or don't count as if they don't inform your everyday waking life. And I was like, holy shit. I never even thought about it that way. So Magus has a young child, Alex, who's maybe his child?
No, it is.
Okay.
But he hates him.
It's just that it was phrased weirdly where I was like, is this a clone? Like what?
No, he basically, because Dr. Hathaway was like, oh, I was under the impression you only had one child. And he just is like, Randall was perfection or something. And like, while he like stepped on the little boy's neck on his way past.
So, relatable. I tried to be on Alex's side.
Okay.
I didn't end being on Alex's side. I
didn't end there either. But like the whole, like, just because your younger kid is not as good as your older kid and maybe is gay, whatever.
Some of them are lemons. Some of them.
Okay, I would argue that he wouldn't have been a lemon if his dad weren't such a dickbag.
Maybe, sure, but I was on his side until he killed Jessamine. Unforgivable.
Yeah, the Raven.
Unforgivable.
Not great.
Devastating.
Especially because she managed 10 years and then she managed to sneak into the house as a Raven.
She was a real one.
She snuck into the house as a Raven. She stole a match. She lit a Chesterfield on fire and then made it to the basement.
She told him he was tacky and she hated him.
Yeah, and then she was pecking at his little glass orb when Alex shot him.
And I don't know, I guess just wanting daddy to like him. I don't know. It
didn't work anyway because he was like, you could have broken the glass, you imbecile.
I just in that position, because there, but for the grace of God, go I could have been Alex and I would have aligned with the entity in the cage. Of course. So Magus has Dream captured because he was trying to summon death to bring back Randall. He got Dream instead and he's demanding that or something comparable from Dream. And Dream was like, even if I could.
He's like, I want money and immortality and power. And I'm like, I don't think you know who you're talking to. I don't think any of those things are within his purview.
Also, pick one. Finish
your thought.
Finish the meal that you've ordered before you order. I don't know. I was sort of like, I'll just take the money.
He's labeled as an occultist, if that helps at all.
Dream made a comment about how it was beneath him.
Oh, 100% is beneath him. Because the other thing, too, that was so weird to me is that, like, I mean, I guess these humans in, like, 1926 or whatever are, whatever, but they also were very, like, if we let him out, he's going to immediately kill us all. And I was like, I'm not sure of that.
Well, and furthermore,
but the longer you keep him in,
the more you say, you're just giving him ideas because they're having all of these conversations right in front of him. But he has a ruby, a pouch, and a helmet, also relatable.
It almost though looks like a gas mask. Yeah.
And $200,000 that I think were just Magus's.
That's Sandman doesn't have deal in something so pedestrian as money.
And they were locked away, but then Ethel, who was a groupie, who sweet talked her way into the inner circle, and then got knocked up, and then Magus wanted her to get an abortion
in 1926.
I mean, good luck in 2026.
Well, of course, but still.
And so she didn't want to, so she robbed him blind?
Yeah.
Okay. So she has all that shit.
She has all of the baby. Dream stuff. She kept the baby. His name is John.
And Alex was going to let Dream out to catch her, and he refused. He still wouldn't. And so then Alex and Paul...
He basically just was like, I need you to promise you're not going to hurt me or Paul.
Which Paul wasn't ever a factor. All you've done is put him on your...
All you've done is introduce him to Paul.
You gave... I hate Alex. Fuck Alex. Paul was the only good one. The only decent one. Because Paul intentionally, in my opinion, let him out.
Absolutely.
He took his damn time, though. While Dream is captured, some people, arbitrary, don't wake up. And some people, arbitrary, can't fall asleep. And so presumably other people are just fine.
Yeah, I mean,
there are some people that can
just like
wake up and go to
insomnia.
sleep. Okay. Yeah, sure. It's magic. And they call it like sleep sickness or dream sickness or something.
The 1926 newspaper called it sleepy sickness.
Yeah.
It's the bee's knees.
Screaming memes.
Yeah.
So that's going on. And
one of the characters, I think she's important. Her name is Unity. She was a little black girl who wouldn't wake up, and so she's been like in a facility.
Are they like aging while they're asleep?
I think she did. I think she was a different girl in the bed.
Was she 100?
After 10 years? No, It was like after the 10 years.
Yeah, but he was in prison for over 100 years.
No, I know, but they didn't show her again yet.
We'll see. We're dealing with time.
Yeah.
Jumping around in time. So Dream/Sandman does get out. He did a nifty thing. They did a good job writing the guards that I didn't feel too bad about them.
Do you think they're dead or just asleep? I think they're just asleep.
I mean, I would, based on the glimpses we saw, I think I'd rather be dead than tortured in dreams for.
Yeah, but I don't know. I mean, I don't think they really didn't. I don't know.
They're just like gig, like day, like what are they?
I just don't know yet enough about his morality to know if he would torture people who were like just incidentally.
Yeah, we might find out.
Yeah.
So he does get out and goes back to the dream realm, it's
called the dreaming,
which is crumbling to the ground
because he's been gone 100 years.
And Lucienne, who is the librarian, she was there in the beginning, and she was there to sort of welcome him back. And he's going to rebuild the dream realm, he says.
Yes,
so
he is.
I'm so in.
Me too. I'm excited. I think it's gonna be fun.
It looks like they gave it what it needed.
Yeah.
Either everybody and your mother watch this, or it is 1000% canceled. So there's no way that they're going to give this a second season if it's not.
Oh, I think it's going to be popular. This has a huge following. The comic book has a huge following.
So is the Wheel of Time.
That's bad.
So yeah, Ethel's out there. It's Jolie Richardson now, and
it's gonna be. I don't know if it is yet. The last time we checked in with most of the people was 1926.
Okay. So awesome. Well, we're gonna watch the next episode, and then we're gonna come back and talk about it.
Yep. Bye.